Ever wonder why certain celebrity stories keep circling back, especially around the holidays? Um, it's not just about gossip. Um, Sometimes it's about a shared human experience that hits a little harder when we're all taking stock and starting fresh. Before we dive in, please subscribe and hit the like button if you enjoy this content. Searches about Taylor Swift and
Body image tend to spike, even though the comments originate from a 2020 documentary.
with her latest projects gaining attention, fans revisit older content, sparking renewed interest. It's not about new revelations, but a powerful moment from um, the timing isn't accidental. Um, the post Christmas New Year period is a time for reflection. Uh, Indulgence turns to excess, and the pressure to reset grows louder. And this is when conversations about body image and self control quietly increase. The documentary captured Swift at a turning point, grappling with fame, control, and public scrutiny. Uh, she candidly discussed how comments about her body affected her relationship with food and self perception. Um, this wasn't presented as a shocking reveal, but as part of a larger conversation about mental health and the cost of visibility. Uh, it was a moment of honesty within a complex narrative. Um, those searching for this information today are often seeking clarity, not updates soon. Swift's words were voluntary, contextual, and rooted in a specific time, not a current health issue. Uh, in 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 Swift spoke openly about how praise and criticism shaped her behavior. She described internalizing external feedback, explaining how positive reinforcement for being thin influenced her self view. Uh, um, Swift acknowledged associating hunger with control, recognizing it as an unhealthy pattern. Uh, uh, the documentary framed this as growth, focusing on awareness and change, not labels P, and politicize the interesting. She clarified that kind of learning to listen to her body and reject unrealistic standards was part of reclaiming her agency. And uh, it was about finding her own voice and defining her own worth. And seeing her own school with time during that time. Importantly, Swift didn't present this as an ongoing condition, nor did her team use clinical language, and the moment existed within a larger story about the pressures faced by women in the public eye, especially at a young age. And um, the reason Swift's comments resurface isn't about celebrity obsession, but cultural timing. After late December and early January bring routine resets, tightened expectations, and a focus on self improvement. This window resonates because it articulates a familiar pattern, the internalization of external approval and the belief that restraint equates to worth. It's a struggle that many can relate to. And by placing this realization within a story about autonomy and self definition, the documentary framed recovery not as perfection, but as recalibration. It's about finding balance, not achieving an impossible ideal. Looking back, the moment feels less like a revelation and more like a marker in Swift's journey toward narrative control. It's part of a larger pattern of reclaiming authorship over her story. And that's why the scene endures, especially during the post-holiday season. It doesn't sensationalize or diagnose, and it offers recognition. It resonates because it's measured and reflective and grounded in growth. You know, they say Taylor Swift has more outfits than I have days off. And honestly, at this point, I'm starting to feel a little envious. With that said, thanks for watching. And until next time, see you next time.